All right, folks, it's finally here. I know you guys have been waiting on this. We have a new way to spend our money. Citibank just dropped one of their newest luxury credit cards called the Citi Strata Elite, and this credit card is going to go against the Amex Platinum, Chase, and all the other luxury credit cards on the market. In this video, we're going to go right into it. We're going to go over all the benefits, the cost, is the cost worth it? What are the points? What is this card all about? And you know it comes with a high cost, so we're going to just see, is it worth the money? But before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Javon. I'm a CPA. Over here, we talk about investing and finance. We make it so simple for the everyday person, for them to understand it without all the big words and jargon. So let's just get started with the video. The Citibank Strata Elite credit card. This card looks nice. I can't lie to you. It's black, it's metal, it looks very sleek. I like it. This is a highly anticipated credit card because Citibank has been falling behind compared to its competitors. So let's just see. First of all, what is the cost? This credit card costs $595 annually. That's not a typo. It is $595. These travel credit cards are getting more and more expensive each year. The target market for this card are people who like to travel a lot and people who like to eat out a lot. And I'm looking at you people who don't like to cook at home. Let's go over the benefits of this credit card. First of all, let's start with the points. This is the bread and butter of any luxury credit card. What is the point structure of the Citi Strata Elite card? Coming in first, we got 12 points. Yes, I said 12 points for every dollar spent on the Citi travel website for hotels, cars, or attractions. Now, I don't know if you guys are used to travel credit cards, but let me just tell you, 12 points is outrageous. I'm used to seeing this be around 4 or 5, maybe even 3 sometimes. Next, we got 6 points for every dollar spent on Citi's website for air travel. That means for every dollar that you spend on a flight, you get 6 points back. This is amazing. The only downside about this is some people, like myself, I usually like to book my flights directly from the airline, but using this card, you would have to go through Citibank's website and book it through there. And if that was enough, we also have 6 points for every dollar spent at restaurants. But the caveat here is it has to be between the hours of 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and only on Friday and Saturdays. I think this is pretty smart for Citibank because I guess they figured that the majority of people, they go out to eat on the weekend. And this is a little bit higher than much other credit cards use. For example, the Amex card, they offer 4 points for every dollar spent when you go out to restaurants. But here, Citibank says, okay, we'll give you 6 points, but you can only use it on these 2 days. And if you're someone who only eats out on the weekend, I think this might be a big win for you. But if you're someone like myself, yeah, you might not like it too much if you like to go out to eat on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, whatever day of the weekday. But wait, there's more. Let's say you are like me and you do like to eat at restaurants on weekdays. Citibank also offers you 3 points for every dollar spent at restaurants any other day of the week. And I'm happy that they added that because for someone like me, I probably spend more money at restaurants than I do on flights throughout the year. Now, lastly, you will get 1.5 points for every dollar spent everywhere else. That means whether you go get your oil changed, whether you go to the liquor store, or whether you go to the laundromat, you're gonna get 1.5 points for every dollar spent there. I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of like this point structure here, especially the 12 points for every dollar spent on hotels. So for example, if you spend $500 at a hotel, that means you're getting 6,000 points right there just for spending money on that hotel. And that's gonna add up very quickly. If you spend $300 on a flight, you're gonna get 1,800 points back right there. This is a very competitive point structure. All right, let's jump into my favorite part of these luxury credit cards, and that is the statement credits. While the annual cost of this credit card is $595, Citi is offering about $1,500 worth of value when it comes to statement credits. The first is a $300 statement credit for hotels that you stay at for more than 2 days. That means if you stay at a hotel for more than 2 days, they're just gonna give you an automatic statement credit back of up to $300. And that should be very easy to use because most hotels, if it's over 2 nights, it's probably gonna cost you over $300 anyway nowadays. This one also has to be booked through the Citi travel website itself, so you can't go directly to the hotel. Next, they're offering what they call a $200 annual splurge credit. And what this is that you can use $200 in retailers like Best Buy, Live Nation, American Airlines, and others, and they're just gonna give you that money back automatically. You do have to select which one you want though. So if you want Best Buy, you have to go select Best Buy on your Citibank app. And once you go there, let's say you spend $300 at Best Buy, you're gonna get that credit right there. So your $300 purchase will now only cost you $100. The next credit that they're offering is $200 per year for a service called Black Lane. What this is basically just a chauffeur app, and instead of using like an Uber to pick you up from somewhere, you have a professional chauffeur there to pick you up right there. And the way that Citi offers this is that they'll give you $100 to use in the first half of the year and $100 to use in the last half of the year. I personally don't care about this credit right here. I think this is something that they just threw in just to say like, all right, here, damn, y'all are always asking for something. I don't really see myself using it, but hey, if you're someone who's like a high roller or someone who's like a top dog, maybe you do see yourself using this, but for me, I'm good with Uber. Now, if this was an Uber credit, I wish. The last credit that Citi is offering here is something that I think every luxury credit card should be offering, and that's $120 global entry and TSA pre-check credit. So every 4 or 5 years, when it's time for you to renew your TSA pre-check or your global entry, Citibank is going to cover that for you completely free of charge. If that wasn't enough for you, Citi Strata Elite also gives you access to over 1,500 airport lounges worldwide. They claim that this has a value of $469. And if you wanted more, this card also gives you access into American Airlines Admiral Club lounges across the world. There's only 50 of them worldwide, and they'll give you access to those each year. Me personally, I never really cared about airport lounges. I know you guys might yell at me for that, but I never really cared. If I'm getting to the airport, I want to be there for the least amount of time as possible. I mean, it may come in handy if you have like a connecting flight, but I try to avoid connecting flights at all costs. Other people love lounges, but there's always a long line at them, so I don't really care. I try to avoid them as much as possible. But hey, that's just me. You guys might love airport lounges, so you might love this benefit. And what I say to that is more power to you. Don't let me hold you back. But this is definitely a must for a travel credit card, so I'm happy that they threw this in. And speaking of American Airlines, what this card also offers is that for all the points that you earn on your Citi Strata Elite credit card, you can also transfer that into American Airlines Advantage program, meaning that you can transfer your points earned from Citibank into flight miles with American Airlines. American Airlines is one of the biggest airlines in America, so this is a very big partnership for Citibank, and I'm happy that they secured this. And also, with this being a travel credit card, there are no foreign fees whatsoever, meaning that when you guys take your Italy trip or your Japan trip, you won't have to pay foreign transaction fees on anything that you spend with this credit card. So if you like to travel a lot, if you like to eat out on weekends, and if you like to splurge occasionally, this might be the perfect credit card for you. Me personally, I think this is a great credit card by Citi. I think they really offered strong value here. But I also think that it's worth waiting until fall 2025. And what happens here is that Amex Platinum promises to come out with major updates to their Platinum card. And I can almost guarantee you that Platinum card is going to be reaching about $1,000 this time around for the annual cost. But we'll see what happens in fall of 2025. And if you're watching this video after 2025, I highly recommend you go check that card out and weigh it against this card here. And that'll probably be on my channel. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like this credit card? Do you think that you'll be signing up for it? If you like this video or if you found benefit in the video, be sure to give it a like. And also, don't be afraid to subscribe. Like I said, over here we talk about investing and finance. We make it so simple that the everyday person can understand it. But other than that, guys, peace.